Okay, I'd like to demonstrate Ableton Live for you. And with this song right here, Be Still, this is the arranger view. If I hit Tab or click this key, I can go back to that session view where I can look at the individual clips that I have. Right now, I've got drum patterns, I've got acoustic guitar, intro, verse, and chorus, and I've got some vocals as well. I can listen to it here if I want by clicking over here.
You alone are my fortress.
Okay, or I can switch over to the arranger view. By clicking this button right here, I'll enable the tracks again so that I can listen to them. And if I want to go back to that section of the song, I can click in here, highlight a point in time in the song, right around the time of the chorus there.
You alone are my fortress.
And I've doubled up the vocals.
You alone are my strength. Though the mountains fall into the seas, my Lord, my God, rescue me.
So I've doubled up the vocals just to give it a little bit more emphasis in the chorus section. So you can see that I have it labeled chorus where I've doubled up vocals. Okay. Okay, so now I'm at the point where I'm trying to check my sound levels, and I'm going to play the song from start to finish and try to talk about the meters as I go. So right now I'm going to check out my master level, boost it up a little bit to at least minus 6 dBs. And I'm going to start looking at my different tracks. I have drums. Just going to zero those out.
Be still, be still.
I think my vocals need to come up a bit.
I rest my cares at his feet. Be still.
The bass and piano just came in.
Be still.
It's too much.
Be still. Be still.
I'm just entering the number that I wanted at, so minus 15. You can directly enter a number instead of touch the slider.
You alone are my fortress.
I think I'm gonna boost the vocals in general, bring down the guitar. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit.
Though the mountains fall into the seas, my Lord, my God, rescue me. Have faith, have faith. Have faith in his plan. Have faith.
The vocals might be a little bit too quiet, but I don't want to raise the volume any further.
He's the rock on which
I may raise the gain right here just on the clip. Or add compression. Actually, that would be better to add compression to it.
You alone are my fortress. You alone are my strength. Though the mountains fall into the seas, my Lord.
Okay, the piano's still a little too loud. Here comes the solo. That seems like a good blend.
You alone are my fortress. You alone are my strength. Though the mountains fall into the seas, my Lord.
So this is the reverb setting I have on the vocals. So I might add more reverb, more volume to the vocals. And I can do that by adjusting or adding compression to it or putting that on the overall master. So I'll show that at the very end.
Have faith.
Well, it jumped all the way back, so that's okay. Let me show. So each track has a little bit of effect on it as well. On the acoustic guitar, I add a guitar room effect with a little bit of amount of wet to it. Usually, I like it at around 20 to 25%. And that just gives it a touch of softness. Same with the vocals. You saw that I had that at 15. Let's see if I have that the same for each. Yep. For the bass I definitely add compression to it because I want to tighten up the signal on a bass. The electric guitar, I had already an effects pedal I used in the electric guitar, and I didn't need to use anything else. That would just distort it even worse. The piano, I had some compression to try to boost the signal because I played through a MIDI instrument and it has no volume to it at all. It just records the notes. I'll eventually get my wife to record her backup vocals on this song. And let's see, on the master, I have a bunch of settings here. I have EQ, so let's play the song some more.
Have faith.
And I can adjust. You can see how important the EQ is if I take it out. Muffles the sound, or takes out the low end. I want to leave it the way it is right now. This is adding a little bit more boost to the overall sound. I can add a little bit more gain to it, to the compression. But I think that's distorting it. I'm going to put it back. I have an EQ that's supposed to help warm up the sound a little bit. And let's see, what else do I have in here? Vocal presence to give a little bit more punch to the vocals. And then lastly, I have a limiter, and this is really important because I want to make sure that as you see, I capped the ceiling here. I've got it at minus 1.63 dB. I might want to even take that down a little bit more. But that's to help with the overall sound limit. I'll put it at 1.5. Okay, let's hear this again.
Have faith. Have faith. Have
then
have
I can raise this up. When I actually want to mix this, I'm going to raise this
have
whole volume up on the
faith.
master.
He's the rock on which I stand. You alone are my fortress.
Okay.
You alone.
So that's a general look at my settings for my mix. It might not be what a professional engineer would do, but enough to give me a demo recording of the song. And thank you for listening.